that will probably be the biggest bags they do in the last 2 or 3 years, probably.
And people want to have it, otherwise they would not buy it.
They're still supporting it. Where is the end of the line?
Michael, did you also spend hundreds of even €1,000 into skins or other cosmetics?
Oh shit, we are the problem. Welcome back to the GP podcast. Today with Stefan, aka Bazooka Bird, and myself, Mick, aka Van Mick. We're talking today about the topic, why buy gamers expensive skins? But before we dive into the topic, we discuss a little bit about private gaming. What was going on in your gaming life, Stefan?
Welcome back, guys, to our podcast. So, hi, Michael. So, today, let me think. I actually, like, in World of Warcraft at the moment is the anniversary, like the birthday of World of Warcraft, 20 years. So, I spent most of the time with the celebration, actually. So, I went in, did all the quests to get as much as possible of the tokens. So I already have now 3 sets. So and I leveled like three characters. My lock is now my warlock is level 80, my mage is level 80, and my warrior is also level 80. So I almost completed. So this week and next week I want to have every character on level 80. That's my goal, my plan. So yeah, that's actually in gaming what I did most of the time. Leveling, farming tokens. Yeah, that's it. What about you?
Yeah, it's a good opportunity at the moment with the 20th birthday of World of Warcraft. Yeah, this week only world things, and I mean the delves, the things for the world, the 20th anniversary for sure with the time walking stuff. I leveled my evoker to level 80 and played with him a little bit. I tried the preservation evoker, so the heal evoker, because I tried different heals. I tried the druid, I tried the priest for each one dungeon each. Both was shitty, so I tried the evoker the next, and that was the best option at the moment because I tried the monk as well, but it was not cool as well. So yeah, did this a little bit, and yeah, that's about it. Same as you probably, and a little bit of Brawl Stars as well. And yeah, I unlocked now your favorite char, the
Edgar.
You know, Edgar, right? Because
yes.
15 days consecutively log in and then you get it. And then I unlocked the other assassin with the shovel as well. But I leveled
I know
Edgar up. Yeah, Edgar is crazy, especially.
Yeah. High damage and nice movement as well with his ultimate.
And the self-heal is crazy. So you heal, each hit you heal 35% damage. 35% of the damage you do, you heal yourself. And with the talent, I think 20% more. So it's pretty crazy, yeah?
No.
Interesting charm.
Yeah. I did try Priest in World of Warcraft. It's also level 80 now. And I played Shadow Priest. I really enjoyed to play Shadow Priest, actually.
In dungeons?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's I think it's doing pretty well in case of damage as well. Shadow Priest at the moment.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
That's quite nice.
Yeah. So then I would say let's dive into the topic. Why buy gamers expensive skins? Do you want to start with the first question?
All right, the first question, Michael. Did you also spend hundreds of even €1,000 into skins or other cosmetics? In total.
In total, in my complete life?
Yes.
Oh, that's an interesting question. I mean, when you include probably mounts and all the stuff in World of Warcraft, when you include everything in League of Legends with skins, when you include everything
Combat arms maybe as well.
combat arms as well, as we said in the podcast before, when you include my Genshin Impact travel, probably that was probably over $1,000, in total, I guess. Probably yes. But I saw a video recently where they were talking about World of Warcraft. It's not about World of Warcraft, but it's about money spending.
Yes.
And they said, in total, when you play World of Warcraft since the beginning and you bought every expansion, no microtransactions, only the subscription fee and every expansion, it's about $5,500.
I did saw that, yeah. And if you compare it to the dollar price, then it's even more actually.
It is. But if you look back to it, it's 20 years now, so that's 20 years of gaming. Yeah. It was, for me, it was, yeah, I thought it's okay, actually, because it gave you so much.
Yeah, if everyone, like sometimes people come, yeah, it's cost monthly and it's too expensive and all this kind of shit. Then I'm always say, yeah, but the game actually saved money. Because if you don't play, for example, a video game, then you go maybe with your friends to a bar, and then every weekend, and then you will, at least I say 20 euros. So
Yeah,
4 weeks, it's 80 euros per month. Then it's more expensive than playing video games.
Definitely. So yeah, I would say in total with microtransactions and everything, definitely over $1,000. What about you?
Nice.
How much money did you spend? Do you think?
Yeah, for sure, more than 1,000 euros. It's hard to tell, because League of Legends, I spent maybe a few hundreds. I think in World of Warcraft in total, also a few hundred.
No.
And for example, Clash of Clans, there was one night I went crazy.
True. What did you do there?
I leveled up a lot of things. So I think, how much was it? 120 or 200?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. So yeah, I would say in total more than 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think actually, when you exclude all these gambling gamers like Genshin and stuff like that, because they're in those kind of games, people spend thousands is microtransactions for them.
Yeah.
So if you exclude that, I think, yeah, usually gamers spend around $1,000 in their gaming life for stuff like that. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we are the
for
norm,
sure.
the average probably.
Sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Would you buy, for example, the skin of League of Legends if this would be your main character, right? I don't know for which character the skin was, but if this would be the main character for you, would you buy the skin for $250?
If I'm really into the game and
Mm.
it's my main character
Mm.
and there's coming like the skin is like crazy. I actually didn't saw the skin, so I cannot say what's about it. But probably my financial situation, probably yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. I have a
But really,
question.
like for now, not. But like, if I'm really into the game and it's my main character, I think for sure. Yeah. What about
Yeah.
you?
But the question is, if it's your main game and your main character, then then it's hard to not do it, right?
Yeah.
Because if you like the skin, that's the baseline. But if you like the skin and you think it's pretty cool, then it can be a very good option. I thought, for example, there was a skin which is coming soon, I think, for Jinx, and then
Mm-hmm.
it looked probably like in all the trailers and the cinematics, the explosion of
Mm-hmm.
her ultimate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like drawn and stuff like that. It looked incredible inside the game, and it's also a very
Okay.
expensive skin then. So for something like that, I would probably buy it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Shit, we're into the problem.
Yeah, it's crazy. So my question would be, why is it? Why do we gamers want to buy this kind of stuff? Is it because of self-expression that we want to express ourselves in the game, like we did, or is it because of status that we say, okay, look at my skin. This is I spent money and I'm the cool one here.
Okay. So I think there are few like psychological factors who motivate us to buy this kind of stuff. So one is like you already told, self-expression. So sometimes, for example, player use skins to express their personality or their mood. For example, in League of Legends, there are like different kind of skins for each character, and for example, Morgana, there's like more devil skin. Then there are sometimes like light skins. So if you're more into the dark scene, then there are skins and characters who fit to your role. And so you can express yourself with the skin, for example.
Yeah.
Then, of course, it's also prestige, status. If you have, for example, the $250 skin, then everybody knows at least you have some kind of money. But maybe some people think also you're too crazy to buy that stuff. But it says like, okay, you're really into the game, because otherwise you would not buy it, I think. And it's also rewarding because you get excited if you buy the skin. For example, in World of Warcraft at the moment, you can buy a new mount which have a post where you can get stuff out of your
A
box,
mailbox.
mailbox, yeah. And also there's the auction house, which is pretty big, and you could have this mount only with the auction house inside the game for a lot of gold. I think 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, something like that.
I think it was 5 million, which
5
transfers
million.
into real money. If you want to buy it with real money, the 5 million,
Yeah.
it was $250. Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty expensive, pretty hard, and there are like a few people who have it, and the community wanted this thing bad because the reward behind this skin, or in this point mount, is pretty huge, and now they give the community what they asked for, and a lot of people are complaining. I don't understand why, because most of the people asked for it, and yeah. And as Michael and we are here sitting, we will buy this mount as well.
Oh shit! We are the
And
problem.
yeah, and there's also the next thing, which also includes to that, is the FOMO, because fear
True.
of missing out, because this offer stays only until this January 6th, I think.
Yeah.
So that's the only chance you can buy this stuff. Maybe it's come at the time later, maybe again. But for now, you have only time to buy it now. Then it's gone, and the reward is pretty hard. So
That's crazy.
yeah, that's the point, I think, why we are buying this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing with this mount in World of Warcraft, actually, because it was actually a no-brainer for them, and it was the biggest opportunity to make money ever for them. And then they restrict it in case of availability with the FOMO as well. I mean, that will probably be the biggest bags they do in the last 2 or 3 years, probably. Probably. Because
Yep.
they had, I saw an article, they had the first microtransactions, the first, I think it was a horse or something like that you could buy. And this horse they implemented into World of Warcraft to buy. I think it was $15 or $20, right? This one horse made more money than the whole StarCraft 2 game.
I see. Yeah, that's crazy. I saw that
That's-
video as well.
That's crazy, bro. And now you have this auction house mount, and I didn't know if you told the listeners, but this auction house mount costs $90. $90. And a ton of people bought it because the reward of it is so crazy. You don't have to port into a big city to go to an auction house and buy stuff. You can do it with your mount only. That's too crazy. So
Yeah.
I'm very curious how much money they will do with this mount, and I think it's probably tons of millions.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
It's one of the best mounts in the completely shop. So
Yeah, it is.
all the people who already bought the mount will buy this mount for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And maybe we will have to wait because that's the thing where Michael and I are still waiting. If there's a Black Week deal maybe, or for Christmas something, a discount, maybe 10-20%. I'm not sure if they will do it because people already bought it, but they did it also on other mounts as well where people bought it for the full price. So I could think that there will be maybe something to get the last people buying the stuff.
No. Yeah, this can be an option for them, definitely. Yeah, we will see, but we will buy it definitely because when World of Warcraft is your main game, I mean, this mount solves a lot of problems or a lot of time, definitely. So you
Yeah, for
probably
sure.
you change dollars against time. Yeah. But how would you feel, for example, in case of Stefan's cousin, for example, he farmed hardly the gold for the real mount. In case of gold, bought it with gold, how would you feel if you bought it in game and not now with dollars?
Yeah, good question. We have to ask you. But I think, like, I already asked myself in my head this question, and of course it feels like a scam because you farmed, like, my cousin actually farmed this gold. He was like an entrepreneur in World of Warcraft, going to the auction house,
Yeah.
buying stuff cheaper, selling it higher, and
Yeah. He was
that was
crazy.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
He was crazy, and he's still crazy in doing this stuff.
Mm.
But he found his 5 millions, and he bought it, and now you can buy it for like 30% of the price.
No.
A little scam, and it's even better. That's the main thing, right?
True.
Yeah. So a little bit scam, but I think that's life, right?
It is, yeah. Crazy. Yeah. Do you want to ask the next question?
Yeah. I don't know if you just tell it, but what was your first microtransaction or your first skin you bought?
I think I told about this one in Combat Arms in a podcast earlier. That was definitely my first microtransaction, and it was to buy. My first microtransaction was buying weapons in Combat Arms with transferring the money to my phone via SMS, and then send a SMS to the company, and they gave me the credits, and then I bought the weapon. So that was the first microtransactions, probably with 12 years old or something like that. No, it was
Nice.
no. It was before because with 12, 13, I started World of Warcraft, so it was probably with 11 or something like that. Yeah, crazy. What was your
Nice.
first experience?
So I know that my first experience was way earlier, actually.
Really?
Yes, because my my first experience in this online world is Habbo Hotel. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I played it through a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. So you're running, you have your own like room, can build, make stuff, and me and my cousin was pretty crazy on private server there, and I think you buy their coins, and with the coins you can buy stuff. I think so. My first microtransaction was buying coins to buy like a chair or something like that.
You bought
Yeah,
a chair for Habbo Hotel. Jesus,
for
Habbo
Habbo
Hotel, that
Hotel.
was crazy.
Yeah, it was
That was
crazy.
it was it, for the viewers who don't know it. Habbo Hotel was probably a little bit like Sims these days, right? It was the pixel version of Sims, I would say, right?
I think Habbo Hotel is going into like it was the first step into like a metaverse, in my opinion,
Yeah.
because you have your own character. You can move to different worlds, into different rooms. You can
Mm,
play different games, and people was pretty creative there and did crazy stuff actually, which
mm.
like nice mini games actually. So it was actually really good, this game. And I also just checked like I think 1 month ago if it still exists, and it still exists. And
Really?
it went to the NFT direction now. So you can buy NFTs, which you
Mm,
implement then into the game and going into VR or something like that.
mhm.
So I think they're going into the future.
That's
Yeah,
crazy that the game is still around and they I don't know
yeah,
were riding the wave for so long and then are going with technology as well. That's impressive, actually.
yeah, yeah. And
Crazy.
like the NFT sector makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah, for Harbor Hotel, it makes a lot of sense. Definitely,
Yeah,
it would.
yeah.
I thought for myself, can you compare Harbor Hotel a little bit with Minecraft?
Mm, well, you like maybe in the style, maybe a little bit, yes, but the play style is different because you can just walk and interact and chat. You
Yeah,
cannot hit someone or kill someone.
yeah,
You
true.
can
Yeah.
make some emotes, I think, like dancing or
Mm,
something like that, but it's not like that interactive, like
mm,
Minecraft,
yeah,
crafting items and this kind of stuff.
yeah, sure. Yeah, true.
But like, I played Havutal like how old? 29, so 20 years maybe. So a long time ago. So I
Really? Oh,
cannot
yeah.
say what
Yeah.
maybe changed, right?
Mm, yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And instead of coins, real like visuals, like like not microtransaction, like cosmetics. It was in Matin 2. I bought
Yeah, that makes sense.
hairs.
Hairs.
Yes, I had
Nice.
like a Fukuila for
Mm,
my warrior.
nice. Yeah, Metin was a crazy game. Yeah,
Yeah. In
it's
German, there went crazy stories like a child, because in this time you had to do it through SMS, like Michael said, or you call a number and you're
mm,
staying in the time, and then you pay like 20 euros for 1 minute or something like that. And then the next month, when the parents get the bill from the mobile phone, then it's like 2,000 euros or something like that. And there are crazy stories about microtransaction and mating two with kids.
mm, I can imagine. Yeah, because everything was completely new, and even
Yeah.
parents didn't know what was going on, so they only saw
Yes.
the bill then. the invoice. Yeah, it was the starting time of everything digital, right? That was the crazy thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I have.
do you have a next question?
Yeah, I have a next question. This goes a little bit in a different direction.
Right.
And the question is, for example, a game like League of Legends, which only sells skins, right? I saw a couple topics in on couple websites which were discussing, are skins actually pay to win? Because the argumentation was, for example, in League of Legends, for example, right? Some skins have better animations and are flashier in one way or another. You can see attacks a little bit more or less, stuff like that. What do you think about this topic?
True. Yeah. Also, for example, animations changing, and so people can cancel animation earlier or later.
Oh, really?
But that's like on a, like, for example, high level, right?
Mm.
Because if you play in silver or bronze, it doesn't matter if you have the skin or not. But like on a higher level, I think that makes sense, that pay to win. Yeah. But yeah, like animation. Also, you, for example, we already talk about League of Legends, that it's complex,
Yeah.
and maybe, for example, if you have a new skin, then the colors are changing, the abilities sometimes changing a little bit from the style, and
Mm.
sometimes it is harder to dodge some spells because of the style of the skill, and it's different than before, for example. And then you think the hitbox is smaller, but instead it's bigger, but the animation is smaller, for example, like that. So sometimes, yeah, I would say yes, but on a low level, actually, I would say.
Mm. So it's only pay to win in, I mean, the competitive segments, right?
Yeah, but even they're low because if you're playing on high level, then you would know that actually, so you already know that it could be maybe possible.
Mm.
And then it's also sometimes maybe also a little bit luck to have this, maybe for fake or not, but this one moment where you perfectly cancel the animation or do it in the perfect timing
Mm.
stuff. Like I saw a video of Lee Sin
Mm-hmm.
that if you, for example, use your Q to fly to the next person, right?
Yeah.
And you put in this time when you travel a ward and use your W,
Mm-hmm.
then you can do like animation where it goes, where you fly in a different way
Mm-hmm.
to, for example, not hit someone in front to get the into the back of the ADC to, in the end, kick him to your team.
Mm.
So really crazy stuff. When you see it, you
Yeah.
think like, who thinks about this kind of stuff? Like, it's so crazy what you can do, like if you do it like on a perfect level. So in the end,
Mm.
it's not about the skin, it's like really about the player and the character. And
Mm.
skins, I would say a small percentage maybe.
A small
But yeah, I'm not the
percentage.
expert.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know down in the comment what you're saying about this kind of topic.
Yeah, definitely. That would be interesting what the community says about our skins pay to win. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think probably only a small percentage, but it is factual. It is pay to win, but in general, it's the better option of microtransactions. Probably, yeah.
I have an interesting question, which
Go
came
on.
just into my head. So, if you say it's pay to win,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think about if you, for example, you go into League of Legends
Yeah.
and the game is starting, and then you see your team and your enemy team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see in your team, your teammate has the best skin you can have with this champion,
Hmm.
What is your emotion in this moment? Do you think, "Oh, I have a good player now," or do you think like, "Oh, nice"? So is it changing your emotion that you think, "Oh, we will win because we have this kind of crazy guy with the best skin," so that you already in a better mood, which then improve your performance in the game?
Actually, I only can speak for the low elo, right? But
Yes.
when I see someone with a crazy skin, a really expensive skin, then I usually
Hmm.
think, oh, very nice. Very
Yeah.
good that we have him on the team, because in my opinion, you only spend money for a char you really enjoy playing, and you can usually play a little bit better than other chars, right? So yeah, I for myself, I think then, okay, this guy is committed to this character and probably has a little bit more skill.
Yeah. Better chance to win, maybe, yeah? And
I,
then
I
maybe all the emotion in the team changing and say, yeah, let's go, we will win this.
yeah, maybe it can be a psychological weapon, yeah, to buy a skin like that. But there are also the people which are buying very costly skins and are shitty, but they like
It's
how
true.
it looks, right? So
Yeah, or
yeah,
like the streamers who open boxes just to collect stuff and getting money for that.
yeah, right. For CS:GO, for example, yeah, yeah, it can be a psychological weapon, but usually you cannot tell is it this way or that way. It's difficult to say.
True, yeah. Okay. Uh, I we continue, right? So,
Mm?
do influencer streamers influence the watchers or the players? For example, to buy stuff because, like I already told, like there are people like, for example, I think it's in FIFA where they're opening boxes where they get play or like how it's called, these
Those
card decks or something.
those packs, yeah.
Yeah, packs, right? Packs, opening packs, and they're getting like players out. Do you think that this time these kind of streamers or YouTubers or whatever promote kids or players to buy stuff because they see their emotion, they're going crazy, and wow, the best player. And now
Mm.
also like they want this kind of emotion for themselves as well, so they're buying this kind of stuff and trying also to open boxes, loot boxes or whatever.
For me, 100%. I saw myself in the same situation. For example, I was watching streamers which were playing Madden. For example, you have also a online team playing Madden, so you can opening packs as well. And I did the same afterwards. I bought packs for myself and did it the Ultimate Team stuff. Or for example, when I was watching a German streamer who was opening CS:GO boxes, right? And all the time when he loots something crazy, then you have the same emotion. You said all the time when the thing is going from the left to the right and it stops at the item, then you think, oh my god, hopefully it gets the legendary and stuff like that. That's you're completely into the emotion, and afterwards you think, how about trying that for myself? Maybe I'm lucky. So it's crazy. It's like promoting gambling, right? But you have the emotion, and 100% you are completely influenced by that, and you want to try it yourself. 100%. That's why all these streamers are getting a lot of advertising opportunities from gambling platforms and stuff like that, because they influence all the viewership to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was actually my experience as well. Did you
Yep.
have such an experience in your life?
Mm, I have to think. I think League of Legends has as well something like that where you can open boxes and stones maybe and then you get skins or players. Yeah, for sure they have because I like in German there are Trimax and Trimax bought a lot of stuff there.
Okay.
and he was even cancelled from Riot because he bought too much. And
Really?
yeah, he was for a time banned to buy stuff actually in the shop because he
Jeez.
went too crazy. Um, so yeah, for sure they have, and so it's fun. I think it's funny to watch, but I was not in my way like influenced to also buy this kind of stuff because
Mm.
most of the time, in my opinion, I buy something if I really want it. So or
Mm.
if I need it, I'm like more this kind of player maybe. I don't know, but yeah, but I think it is a problem because like for example, also for example, if you watch a streamer on a regular base and they have for example that one skin he's always using and he's your role model, maybe you also want this skin and play with this skin because you want to be same like your role model.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it is in a kind of way of a problem, but that's with everything.
It's crazy. And I thought for myself, I was probably influenced for Genshin Impact as well because I never played Genshin Impact before, and I saw it only on in videos, and I saw, sure, it's also part of the gameplay that you draw those wishes and those characters, right? So I saw that, and that was actually all the time the best part of the game because it's nice, and the character is a very big thing when you get one. And I probably was also influenced by this to play the game then, to enjoy the game then, and then to buy also those kind of wishes and stuff. So influencers these times they have a very a lot of might over a lot of power over the viewers.
Yeah, correct. So guys, I will influence you now, right now. So if you want to have this kind of feeling, you can just go to Brawl Star, and if you win your first game, then you get the star, and you can turn the star to the right, to the left, to the top, to the down. And if you have enough luck, you get maybe a legendary drop or a mythic drop or even a rare drop or a normal drop. And you can have it per day, I think, 1, 2, 3 times. And if there is an event, you get even sometimes double, and then you can get a lot of emotions
Pitching Brawl Stars, but Brawl Stars is not
for
a
free. For free, you don't have to buy something.
yeah, you don't have to buy. And Brawl Stars is not advertising or partner here, so
Yeah,
that was only
no,
out of Stefan's mind.
yeah, no product placement.
Yeah, but I also want to influence a very crazy loot game app, and this is when you search in the App Store for Gamers Playground, then you can download the app and sign up for the application, and there you can swipe, and sometimes when you swipe for teammates or soulmates, you get a match, and that is something really crazy because behind that there are a lot of emotions hidden. So you can try that out, and if you're sick playing games alone, then you can sign up and meet new people there. this is
Yes,
this is not a official advertising we're getting money for. This is our own application. So
true.
just that you know.
And
No,
if you want to have a match with Michael, there's your chance. Just go to the application.
yeah, you can match me. You can play with me, but only if I match you back, and that happens very rarely. But the you can actually sign up to the guild we opened. It's called Podcast, the GP Podcast, and when you join the guild inside the application, you can ask questions, and if there is a question, we take it in the next podcast and answer the question. So if you wanna try that, come into the guild, download the app, and ask the question. Yeah.
Or even you, maybe, for example, if you have a nice topic which we can discuss about, write it down. Or if you're someone who wants to say something, you can also write us their message and we will reply to you back.
Definitely, yeah. And if you're interesting enough, then you can join the podcast, maybe. Yeah, but we'll see. Um, what about the next question?
Do you have one, or should I go?
Yes, I have one. Do you think, what do you think about that? Is a new skin a good update in a game? Is a skin worth an update in a game? For example, a new patch comes out in World of Warcraft, and all the new patch includes is some new skins, some new transmogs, some new, or in League of Legends, some new skins. Is that worth a new patch, or should the games focus more on really making the game better?
Mm, I think most of the games are trying to do both,
No.
but I think, of course, there should be more focus on the game and less on microtransaction. But I think, and your example proved it, for example, one little horse, which was a little microtransaction, did better than like a whole game which developed like many years.
Mm.
And I think that shows the direction that microtransactions are important and people want to have it. Otherwise, they would not buy it. And we proved it as well. We also buying stuff. So it is I think it's an important role in the gaming industry because it connects with your passion, with your character, with your everything. And yeah, so I think it is important, but of course the game is more important.
But the thing is, for example, we are buying, for example, this crazy mount as well in World of Warcraft, right? And they will make a ton of money through it, and we are supporting that. Where will it end? So, what will it look like in 5 to 10 years? Are games completely full of this kind of stuff and not anymore so much about all the other stuff? So, because this will, right, this crazy microtransactions with League of Legends $250, World of Warcraft $90. These microtransactions cost way more than the game, and we are still supporting it. And in League of Legends, you see also the players with the $250, they still supporting it. Where is the end of the line?
Well, the end of the line is always by the users, by the players. So we are saying what is the line. If still people buying stuff, and maybe even if, for example, there are coming microtransaction with thousands of dollars, maybe there will be still someone who is buying this kind of stuff because it is in the end rare. It give them like prestige status if they're coming, and even if there are only like a few hundreds, it is worth for the company maybe. But of course, it is hard to tell because, for example, in our application, we go the way most of our stuff is completely free, like 90% actually, and there are like a few stuff which is hidden behind the paywall, and there are other companies who goes the other way, which is you have to go through a paywall to actually use the application. Same application like ours. So I think in the end it's a decision which have to make the entrepreneur, and the community have to decide if they take the offer or not.
Mm. Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, as a company, the company is completely money driven, right? When you create a company, it's all about revenue for the most big companies, I would say.
True. Yeah.
So, yeah, the players will guide the line, and I think there will be a line in the future. You see the line, for example, in Diablo Immortal, right? Diablo Immortal, you need to spend, I think it was $50 or $100,000 to max out your character fully. That's incredible. Still, people are doing it, but the game would be way more famous if the barrier would be at $1,000 or something like that. So there is a line, but I think the line is so high that we will see a lot of raises in the future. I think it will not stop at $250 or at $90. And I mean, the companies are happy about that. But
Yeah,
I'm not sure what it does to the whole player base. Yeah.
I think there will be coming a point where if the company are going too crazy, that gives opportunity for others to take the lead. And I think that will happen one day, that if companies going more into money-driven scenarios, then there will come someone and take the lead and say, all right, we will do it like the old way and we will do better.
Yeah, true. Yeah, crazy world.
Crazy.
Do you have any questions left?
No, I think that was a good wrap. The last point. So the last words are your, Michael.
So why buy gamers expensive skins? I think it's still not the end of the line, as we said. But let us know your comments below, and we're very curious what you think, guys. And yeah, still, when you still watching at this point, please leave us a like on this video to support us. We record 2 podcasts every week and support you with those podcasts, that you have something to listen to. And yeah, I would say see you in the next video, then in the next podcast. And the last words are not mine, but yours.
Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you for the time. And yeah, leave down a comment. And this time, as you see, we played a lot of different games. Not only World of Warcraft, Havolta, Metin 2, a lot of different games. So yeah, nice podcast. Loved it. See you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.